Good day, everybody. It's Captain Juan coming to you from Economy Tackle, Dolphin Paddle Sports here in Sarasota, Florida. As you probably noticed, we've been having a lot of problems with the red tide, the winds, the rain, everything. So we're getting ready to get back into it. The red tide seems to be subsiding a little bit. We can't really say. A lot of people are catching fish. The water seems to be in better shape in the bay, but we'll just have to wait and see. Let Mother Nature take its course. Now, if you can get into some of that water, remember all this rain that's accumulating east is going to be pushing those creeks out. Water's pushing out of those creeks. With that comes the tarpon and the snook that have been going up the creek. Now there's been a lot of juvenile tarpon caught and some bigger ones caught. Now figure out where those creeks are coming in and the nearest sandbar or the nearest grass you can find, and that's usually where all them fish are going to wind up. Right in the grass flats nearest to where they come out of the creeks. So hit those places first. Think about that. Now, they've been catching fish in the Sarasota Bay, south towards Blackburn Point. I think it's because the red tide kind of didn't quite meet in between this. So those points are still pretty good. Get out and get them. They're there. The numbers, they're catching nice numbers of snook. Redfish, tarpon are still there. Everything else seems to be scattered a lot more. I'm not seeing as many jacks or as many mullet and so forth. But I got some reports today that the bait steer are starting to come around. There's some good patches that are showing up in Sarasota Bay. So we're being hopeful by next week we'll be able to get out there a little more. Now offshore, if you have the ability to get offshore, weather permitting of course, with the wind's blowing, we're gonna have to wait till it shifts around and comes out of the west. And then we'll maybe lay down a little bit. But if you can get out there, talking 15 miles in and 15 miles out, you're finding some nice water. You're talking nice mangroves, some reds, and yellowtails. One of my favorites. Yellowtails are nice, decent sized yellowtail, but you have to get out. You have to get past those 15-mile mark to start getting into it. Now a little reminder, for November 2nd, pencil this in, November 2nd and 3rd, we're gonna have our fly bass tournament here in Sarasota, in Economy Tackle here. It's a fly bass fishing tournament. Pencil that in. They're going to have some nice prices. It'll get everybody out east and give the shoreline a shot to recover. Maybe we can do better out there and start planning ahead. Now, wait for the water to start cooling down, which is already cooling down, and you can start seeing a lot of the migrating fish hopefully come back and start migrating again. So, with that being said, keep your lines tight, get out if you can, be safe, stay out of the lightning. We'll see you next week.